All right. What is going on, everybody?
We are back with the exciting conclusion to one of our semifinal matchups here, Mr. Mario and Exodus.
Yeah, sounds like both games so far were fairly interesting to get to this point. So here's hoping for another close race, another interesting match.
Yeah, I mean, we got two of the best runners in the world. Looks like we got an extra song to start with that forest medallion. That should be interesting.
Yeah, got the forest med start, the adult start as well, so you could just immediately play Prelude and get a free song. And might give you a bit of an idea of where to go at the very beginning of the seed. But might be a little bit biased for my boy Mr. Mario. I do like to talk shit about him, but he's probably one of the best players. Exodus is also definitely up there. Both these guys are really good. Can't really say much more about their skill than that.
No, I mean, I think their skill speaks for itself. Exodus coming in as the #1 seed. You know, Mr. Mario not far behind there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And we're off. And would you look at that? Prelude immediately.
Yeah, just get the song, get your medallion info.
Yep.
So Water Forest and Jabu are the ones we don't necessarily need.
Yeah.
Like.
And then all I saw was Deku. I didn't see what the next was. I guess that was
Lullaby there. So I think we're just going to get the classic Kakariko Graveyard start here.
Yeah, doesn't seem like... doesn't really make sense, I think, to go back Child. Well, bottom of the well way the hero. Hopefully we could find the storms.
Yeah, hopefully
vanilla storms.
Hopefully not on Burning Cack.
Yeah, exactly. But it is kind of interesting that both of them are going for this standard adult here. With Prelude, people seem to like to go for the early child section right away.
See, I'm the opposite. I like this early adult with Prelude because then, like, you know your opponent's going to do Cat Graveyard. And you have Lullaby here to start with, so, like, you're getting 2 more songs. I think it's too powerful to skip.
That's true. That's a very good point, actually. The ZL kind of makes it a little bit nicer, getting pretty much all of the checks in Graveyard.
Yeah, and then if you get, like, Minuet or something, you get paid out big time here.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the early adults plays, just because, like, with these settings, you're not looking for a Kokiri sword for Deku, so a lot of things that you can find will mostly benefit your adult section over your child section, I find.
Yeah.
Looks like Frogs 2 is dead. What a shame.
Yeah, we got a lot of the sometimes hints early. Frogs 2, chickens. None of the fun ones have anything.
Yeah.
But nice same time opening of the door there. You can see how in sync they are.
This entire 2.5... Oh, is that Nocturne?
Yep, Nocturne. So again, like another good song to just pick up early here for warping around his child later.
Yeah, and that's great if they get a Storms early as well. Then that's bomb cheese on Anju.
Yeah, another very nice pickup.
But yeah, if you get Storms early, then that's easy access to get back here as child to check your bottom of the well way of the hero. So interesting that EXO went for the grotto first.
Yeah, I think Exodus is planning on ending in the Composer Grave.
Hmm.
Though there's a nice little scale there too. Like that would tempt me to maybe do like Adult River up into
Yeah,
Victory Forest, depending on what you get here. Because
well,
like
we
with
know.
River, you could get more hints and stuff too. So
Yeah, and that was the 10-pack of choose as well. So I think if they don't get any strengths or a bomb bag, 10 is exactly what you need if you don't scum them in DC. So, and DC is a stone, so it's required. So we could see them going into Dodongos.
Yeah, if you get a shield, you could easily do DC with just choose here.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if, they're going to be willing to, like you said, burn pretty much every chew on that, though, right away, but...
Yeah, exactly. You could go into it with the mindset of scumming them, because you can just open it from the bottom, so at most you'd be using 3 chews to get to the back, and then
5 total, right?
1 to get to King Dodongo, and then you need another 2, so that's 6 total.
Yeah, 6 plus. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it could be interesting. It leaves you a little bit short on explosives for a lot of the other easy checks to get. And nothing super interesting from the Composer Grave there, just Serenade, and with water not being required. Don't quite need that. Wonder why Exodus is... Oh, yeah. Nope, you don't have Sun Song.
Yeah, but still 2 Warp Songs from coming here, not a too bad of a haul.
Definitely. It helps to round out your child section as well. Like the Serenade, and with the scale as well. Serenade to Lake.
Serenade. Yeah, that could be really good.
Rudo's Letter and into Domain early. So the options are there. Nice.
Classic big chest and nothing good in it.
Yep. This was also really good for well, actually both of them, they checked it, but there was the 50 rupees in the back of Impa's house by the cow. And then you get the 20 rupees from that pot, and it sets you up pretty nicely for money for the early game here. You could go and buy a shield. Going back child, you've got the child archery.
Yeah, you could go shield into archery as child here if Mario wants.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting though that he's going straight back child and didn't check that cat grotto that did have that scale.
Oh, you're right. He didn't check the grotto there. Interesting. That could be, I don't want to say huge, but it could definitely lead to some routing differences between the two of them here.
Yeah, and looks like Exodus also looking to just go back child. I think it's a fine play with Open Deku, and you have to beat it. But on the other hand, like I said, you could have extended into Adult River hints and maybe a little more, or that DC play with choose.
Yeah, I think I personally might have stayed adult, but it's definitely a fair play to go child, because you have 2 other songs that you're gonna get, and you don't have much else as adult. You can go and use your choose, but if it feels like the seed is pushing you pretty early into like bottom of the well or something, especially with a hint for it, probably focusing on the songs early is a better option. Oh, well, there's a bomb bag in the valley. I think
not a spot you really want to see it in, but at least it tells you.
It's nice to know early on that you got to get there somehow. At some point.
Maybe. We do have to choose to possibly bypass it. But again,
How nice would it be to find a bomb bag right here after getting that hint? You're like, sweet.
Again, we see a little difference though. Exodus did what I said of like buy the shield, get the discount, and then play this game. Mario just went straight to the game, and so now doesn't have that shield yet.
I missed that. That's actually a really smart idea. Like,
just slight optimizations Exodus is making already.
Yeah, definitely. It's almost even better, like, when you start a seed, if you're child, to buy the shield as a child, because then when you warp adult, it auto-equips it. So, you know, that's pretty nice. Nice, huge rupee there for Mr. Mario. Oh, that was top of D&T. Is that the spawn?
Yeah, that's the child spawn on top of the mountain.
Wow.
You know, you can come right in, get a couple extra checks, and another skull, I guess.
Yeah, you can there's a free skull right off your spawn there.
And ice is foolish.
Ice is foolish today.
No rush ice.
And that also means...
There's another scale.
What are these scales? Why do we have gold scale?
Concerning to have that this early.
But actually, a funny thing with that Ice Cavern being Way of the Hero, we already have Serenade and we started with Prelude. So that means that the song at Ice Cavern is actually an item.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't mean anything because it's foolish, but we know where our song is that would be an item.
Yeah, and we also got the generic Kakariko WAP thanks game. Although, so far that's a scale and Nocturne. Which I guess Shadow is required,
so it makes sense there. But, yep, Cac is Way of the Hero, water is wet, the sky is blue. Unless you want to really read into that scale, and then you find the gold scale.
I mean, if Exodus does the save quit out of Lon Lon, he'll get that gold scale, and you know, maybe be just like, let's clear out Child Lake while we're here.
That's kind of an interesting point too, though. Like Child Lake, a nice bolero off Epona. Child Lake kind of feels bad. Or not as enticing in these settings because of free Scarecrow.
Yeah.
So with the scale, it makes sense to do it because then you can get into domain and it kind of evens out your routing there. But if you don't have scale or gold scale to get those checks, it kind of feels bad.
You just kind of don't want to go there with only like one check. But yeah, with that scale, I think it's going to be a good play after the save quit to just go Lake, Domain, and then use that over into Lost Woods Kakiri since we don't have Minuet.
Interesting thing too, Exodus, he didn't get the hint for the bomb bag in the valley.
Yeah, he didn't go to the castle.
Yeah, so I could see this is actually really interesting routing when they decided to check their spawn as child. Mario did it right away, and now he comes to Lon Lon. He could elect to walk out of Lon Lon and go to Valley to get that bomb bag on the way to Lake.
He could, or he could warp to Lake and then walk out of Lake, get the two.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
the two field checks and run up. Either way. We'll see with a few chews left if he's like, maybe I can gamble away against this bomb bag.
And that's a thing too that you can like kind of gamble towards. Chews are guaranteed in the big chest. They aren't in small chests, so you're not going to be wasting your time with those. Outside of like really early game like this, maybe trying to get some extra hearts, play a little bit safer. But outside of that, you don't really need to open up those small chests. So if you had a chew pack like they do with the 10 chew pack, you could theoretically gamble on just finding more chew packs.
Yeah, or
but a guaranteed bomb bag is kind of hard
whatever.
to. It's kind of hard to turn down a bomb bag.
Yeah, but it looks like Exodus just did the run from Castle straight here to Kikiri. Mario going from Trail over, it looks like, potentially.
Oh yeah.
No one interested in Lake to Domain or anything.
Really avoiding Lake, even though they have an option there.
Did Exodus even see the gold scale? Did he just...
I don't think he went into DMT at all, actually. Or DMC.
That's a little surprising.
Or if he did, he just got the one grotto check. But I don't think I saw him go into DMC. Oh, bottom of the well, way of the hero again.
And a bomb bag.
Oh, there you go.
See? Never go to Valley.
Oh, you can make it over here as child.
Yeah, you can make that jump as long as it's a big chest, as child or adult. And it's just a bottle.
It's just a bottle. So I've tried to make that jump. I think as child you have to jump slash there. I never thought about that.
Yeah, it's a little tighter, but nicely done by Mr. Mario going back and forth there.
And that's a free bomb bag right there. So now we don't have to go to Valley at all. Mr. Mario really was hoping for that.
Yeah, for sure. That's, kind of a big commitment to choose for there to blow up all the boulders. So getting more explosives, big payout. Lost Woods Wall.
Oh, interesting. Oh, Mr. Mario just stopped him
just short.
A hair
I hate when
short.
that happens. You're like, come on, you're
man.
under.
Yeah, exactly.
The letter.
Oh, well, now we're probably going to go to Domain.
Okay, but Jabu is the medallion we don't want. And Ice is dead.
And Ice is dead. Naruto's letter is useless.
Yeah, Shannock bringing up a good point. Mario could definitely be more aggressive just because he did know where an easy bomb bag was.
Yeah.
So worst case scenario, go Valley.
If he didn't find a bomb bag there, I would assume he would probably have just reset and saved and scummed his shoes back.
Probably, depending on what was in that chest, or the two of them.
Yeah, like if it was just 3 small chests back there and he got nothing of value, then probably would have just been a save quit, back up top DMT, and then come back down and do the rest of this stuff. It's a very convenient bomb bag to be able to get this pot as well. Just more money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he knows the chew strat too, which you probably wouldn't have wanted to.
Yeah,
be completely out of them.
Yeah, so far we've got 3 bottles. There's a bottle in Deku Tree, and a bomb bag. Not a whole lot else. As I say that,
That's our possible Lost Woods Wath.
It's a hook shot.
That's probably it.
It's a pretty good chance that could be it. We might logically need a long shot with Spirit being required, depending on the keys. Or if Burning Cack is required and water is needed for the fire medallion.
Well, I think Burning Cack was Song of Time, so unless there's an item we need
Oh.
after beating water, which is still possible.
That's true.
But that would be gross, so we're gonna hope it's not.
In the toilet or...
Toilet or Dark Link.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's not hope for that.
It almost happened to them last seed. Yeah, well, we're not thinking about it.
Nah, I'm sure they're not thinking about it either. Definitely not gonna get some PTSD to past seeds. That's never happened. So we get to see a Goma here. Not too much in Deku, but it's required, so obviously you can't just skip it. Maybe we'll find something else here. This would be locked by a slingshot. Not that it's... Oh, well, there's Song of Storms.
There's the storm, so now we can go full clear of the well once we're done with Deku.
That's pretty good. I feel like that'd be pretty good routing to end off your child here, your child section. Finish Deku, do bottom of the well.
Yeah, and it should push Mario back to that other scale, and maybe
Yeah,
he'll think about having gold. It's also be interesting here with Exodus on 8 shoes where he decides to use these.
Oh, SFM, Way of the Hero.
Surprise storms.
Yeah. Shocker.
These hints have not been the best for the runners.
Oh, and this is a Storms locked big chest. Maybe it's just for this.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah, like you said, it'll be interesting to see what Exodus decides to do with the 8 shoes. You got a couple of checks here in Lost Woods. He knows it's Way of the Hero.
Like, you're gonna get that hook shot, and you're not gonna scum that away, probably. So then, for him, it's 5 chews to get to that maze, right? You have to blow open the shortcut, and then 4 more.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless I guess he could still save quit and do what Mario did to bring it down to 4, but
yeah, I could see it being a pretty reasonable way to save scum that as well, because he's going to go out to SFM here and get Storms. And then if he elects to go into Goron City, and regardless of that bomb bag being there, you could go and check the maze and then save quit. That takes you to the top of DMT, and you could just ride the owl down to get to your bottom of the well,
Yeah, or
you have a pretty good option for if you needed to save scum those chews.
Yeah, I guess the question is, does he just skip Child Goron for now and go straight to the well that he knows is Wath?
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty tempting with he's got 7 chews right now, so I mean, you can full clear out the well. You can peek pretty much everything. You only need... Actually, yeah, you could peek every every bombable check, so you don't have to waste any chews. Lost Woods, Way of the Hero in Lost Woods. Yep. So just seeing a little bit of overlapping here. Mr. Mario checking out the rest of the Kokiri forest. And then, I mean, obviously Deku next. And then decision time from there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a huge decision from him. Just go well and
Yeah.
see what you get from there.
That's true.
And then after well, like, he has the bomb bag, so Dodongos can easily be done. And
yeah, Dodongos, you could get the song from Bolero.
Might be hoping we're in a jet seat here.
We started with Epona as well, so Mr. Mario has a hook shot and bow and bombs. GTG is a pretty good location.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad depending on what we end up with. Also, like you said, we check Bolero's spot if that's not Requiem. And, you know, we know Ice is dead and we know what Burning is.
Yeah, that's true.
It leaves like AD versus It's in the Desert.
Yeah, exactly. We have some options here for where this might be leading them with some logical thinking of songs and what song checks you have left. I don't think we've seen any dual hints for Spirit yet, have we?
No, I don't think so.
That would be pretty nice if you could get like a dual hint for Child Spirit and know that there's no small keys or anything required on that side.
Yeah, like again, you know, maybe you want to do Child Lake over to like Domain River and get like 4 hints.
Yeah, exactly. You can get quite a few hints there. And you could full clear out River as well. Like we have Storms. I mean, obviously, bottom of the well is a no-brainer here first.
Sure, yeah, but
yeah, lake to Domain to River,
or vice versa. Like go up River from out of the well.
Yeah.
Well, either way, like depending on how fast you think the seed might be. If you think it's a little bit of a longer one.
Yeah, you kind of want to weigh those options over getting your progression done. In this case, all we have for progression is DC. For Exodus, he doesn't know about the hint for the bomb bag, so maybe in his case, if he doesn't get a bomb bag in, well, it wouldn't be Way of the Hero bomb bag in bottom of the well, but it could be the third bomb bag here. But that could lead him without much like progression left for him if he decides to go like to River, Domain, Lake. There's a big chest that was ZL locked as he jumped across. Another one.
A slingshot. Well, I mean, Deku was
it was a stone, or it was a.
And Lost Woods is Way of the Hero.
Oh,
and there's another big one.
There's another one. Oh my goodness.
I mean, that might push you back to Lost Woods and Goron City with that slingshot.
Yeah.
Prescription. Oh no.
Have we gotten the big Goron hint?
Oh yeah, I think we did. I think it's dead. So it's not that.
Okay. Oh yeah, it was dead. Okay. And another big. Wow, dude. There's like, is that like 3-4 big chests in here?
Yeah, 4 already, right? Dins.
Okay,
right, we needed that.
There we go. There's the one small key that you need out of the 3 that are in here.
we are down to 4 chews on Exodus aside from that, so
Oh, that...
it's getting a little dicey for getting that other bomb bag.
Yeah, because you need 4 exactly.
Yeah, you need 4.
Yeah. This could be a bit of a dire situation for him if doesn't happen to find any more bomb cheese or another bomb bag.
And if he doesn't get the hint for Valley either, like,
yeah,
you might not go to that for a while.
Now we've got Mario following suit into the well. I hate trying to get the quick kill on Dead Hand as a child.
The timing is, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
and that or Dead Hand will spawn by the hand, and I'm like, it's not even worth trying to move you away from the hand.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna wait.
The double key though.
Okay, so we do have an item in the basement. Oh yeah, and he didn't check this big chest before. Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right. It's just everything we need, and that. So now he can get the bomb bag as adult.
Yeah, that's really good for Exodus. That's it's kind of a clutch hammer. So, I guess this kind of is gonna force them into fire probably as well.
I mean, is it just both go adult, play Bolero, and go DC?
Another big chest. What is this? Oh, hell yeah.
All right, well, we didn't need that one, but... Another one!
Dude, what is this? My Exodus is gonna scum the chews.
Yeah.
Just in case, because he doesn't know about a bomb bag yet, but... Watch this be a bomb bag. Oh, the lens.
Does he keep it?
Oh, what do you do? What do you decide to do?
He's thinking about it.
Oh,
nope.
He scummed it away. All right.
He's like, it's one check. I'm taking 2 chews back.
Yeah. What are the odds that you need that? Right.
It's in a way the hero spot.
Yeah, in a way the hero spot with a hammer,
with multiple
and
others.
2 items that are 100% hard required, but it's for the lens.
I don't blame his play here.
No, exactly. It makes sense to get those 2 chews back. He doesn't know about that he's going to get a bomb bag right away, but...
Yeah, it looks like what's about to happen. Bolero, Goron City, get the bomb bag, do DC. Fire is going to be a little bit interesting because we are on 4 hearts still, but we do have a bottle, so they should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, should be plenty fine for doing fire when they get around to it.
He sees the scale.
That gold scale.
And it's Suns.
Interesting.
So Requiem is either vanilla or off of beating all the stones. It's Spirits of Stone, so...
But Spirits of Stone, so yeah.
More likely vanilla, either way, gross.
Yeah. Yeah, that gives you the 50-50 knowledge of it, and... I mean, with the way Spirit likes to put keys, you can almost... put a little bit more weight into it being in the vanilla location.
Yeah.
Because all it requires is just 1 small key on child side to throw a wrench into that plan of where Requiem could be.
Yep. Like Shannock said in chat, so the lens was WAP.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right, it is. Better go back and get it, Exodus. You're not allowed to cross without it.
All the swords.
Okay. Well, there we go. That's a free 30-minute time save, right?
You're not going to complain about getting it.
No, exactly. Exodus double checking that.
He's like, is that really the other one?
Like, really? Come on, guys. Mr. Mario not scumming the lens away.
Well, he doesn't have to, so. He's thinking about.
What?
He was like, do I go to bowling or just go adult?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what's he thinking about doing? But yeah, bowling, but he's only got 38 rupees, so he'd only be able to check the one prize.
You could run the chain once real quick, right? But
yeah, you got progression to do.
Yeah, it looks like both runners here are thinking this could be a quick seed and just, straight to the progression dungeons.
Mm-hmm. I think we're missing one way of the hero hint so far. I think we've gotten pretty much all of them, and they all kind of pointed to something immediately, so you can't really read too much into the way of the heroes.
Yeah, I mean, Lost Woods, we got a hook shot right away. SFM, we got the storms. The well gave us multiple progression.
Yep. And Kakariko, you got Nocturne.
Right, so
it's kind of tough to read it much more into those. The Lost Woods, you could potentially with Target in the Woods, I think, is the last check.
Yeah, Target and Skull Kid, right? We don't have Sarias.
Oh, right, yeah, Sarias, yeah, for Skull Kid. So yeah, you have 2 more checks left in Lost Woods. Hookshot is most likely going to be Way of the Hero, whether it is because it's locking the other hookshot and you need at least one to beat the seed, or Longshot is just logically required for
Spirit, yeah.
For Spirit or for like crossing, if like Longshot like
leads to hovers in Spirit, yeah, it could be for sure.
There's some options with that hookshot, so that's kind of a little bit. You could consider that, and I don't know, have that in mind, but there's no crazy way of the heroes that's like, oh, this is going to lead to this, which is going to lead to that kind of progression.
Yeah, at this point, I think as a runner, you're just like, okay, I'm doing DC and Fire and hoping they give me more.
Yep, exactly. Just do your progression, get the checks along the way, hoping for for the items to just fall into your lap. We don't have a single strength yet either, so it could be interesting for Fire, logically requiring strength to get up past the is that the shortcut chest? Where there's the big block.
Yeah.
So that could be interesting. And also hovers could be required for Fire as well, so maybe there's some logical implications with how Fire is laid out, but we won't see that until a little bit later here.
Mm-hmm. But for sure, that could be some good info once we go there after DC.
Mm-hmm.
Free heart. You'll take it, make Fire a little easier.
Well, Mario's
or not if you're Mario.
It.
Mario, come on, it's free.
Mario's a gamer. He doesn't take handouts.
I am saving that 2 seconds to not pick that up. Oh, there's the Spirit one. Hovers!
Oh!
So there you go.
All right.
Long shot's required then.
Long shot is required.
You need long shot to cross now.
Oh shit. Okay.
Now the only question again is it Requiem? Wait, did it say key?
It was a
In
small
hook?
key and
Yeah,
hover
okay.
boots,
So you
Requiem
know
is
Requiem
vanilla.
is there. You know Requiem's there.
That's actually this could be fairly quick almost.
Yeah, that's a huge hint because now you're just like, okay, DC fire and go cross because I know I'm getting Requiem and can do Child Spirit, get hovers. If we get a magic soon, that's Shadow.
Oh, right. It could be a Minuet. We haven't checked Minuet song yet.
Oh, yeah, we haven't checked Minuet.
So
somehow I thought we checked it, but no.
Well, regardless, long shot is going to be required because it could just be forest access across the wasteland to get to Minuet and get Requiem, right? So either way, you're going to need to cross the wasteland in this case.
Yeah, exactly, because we're not in logic to go to Adult Meadow yet.
Yep. So it's either a one-step process to get Requiem or a couple of steps. And not that it's all that important, but that does leave some implication to where long shot could be.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's not overly concerning not having long shot.
But also, like, if it is vanilla Requiem, then that would push Forest Temple pretty much just out of logic entirely. Right? Because we can already get the medallions, and then the stones would be needed to get the Adult Forest.
It would, yeah, exactly.
So that could be an interesting thing to find out soon.
Yeah, because it was what, Song of Time was on Burning Cack?
Yeah, so one of the forest songs is one of the forest is OOT.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, you definitely go to the Minuet check and hope that you get Requiem there.
Yep.
Save you the time on crossing. But as fast as this is feeling, we still need 2 strengths, a mirror shield, and magic.
Yeah, and mirror shield could just be anywhere with how little it blocks.
Yeah, exactly.
And light arrows, sure. So.
Oh yeah, and lights, yeah. But we've got some good information for the meantime, and it's just a matter of going through our progression right now. I feel like we're gonna just watch Mr. Mario and Exodus just one-to-one follow each other here.
Yeah, I don't see a scenario where they don't just go straight into fire here.
Yeah. Also, Mr. Mario still does not have a shield, by the way.
Well, I mean, he can buy it right after after the cutscene here, right?
That's true. That's true. I do like to wait until after DC, like if I haven't had a chance to get to CAC since.
Yeah, it puts you right there to buy it.
It puts you right at the bottom of DMT.
Sets
you have
the time
Bolero,
of day for you.
So you can just run in, buy a shield real quick, and warp away.
And he also, I don't think, did the Redead Grotto still. So, like, buy the shield, get the Grotto, do CAC archery.
Yep, you're 100% correct, actually. And
Exodus... It's almost like I play this game too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, archery here.
He's not buying it.
What? Mario! You have 83 rupees. You can buy it. Oh, wait, or no, he would still have the discount and be able to do
You'd
archery.
probably, depending on how bad the discount is, it could screw you, but
Oh, I guess that's true.
you're likely fine. Oh,
He's not.
Maybe he's realized he wants the shield. Yep.
All right, fair enough. And then he's gonna go do archery, or is he just gonna say no to it? I mean, you've got to check it. It's quick. CAC was way of the hero.
Yeah, with Way of the Hero CAC.
Interesting that Exodus came to do the Sun Song Grave.
I think it's fine. I mean, when else are you coming back here until Shadow Time?
Yeah. It's just interesting. I always have. I find that when I commentate, and I mean, I haven't commentated a whole lot. Like, it's been like years since I last did one. But I feel like when I'm watching Rando, I think about these things, but when I play completely different.
Well, it's definitely tough when you're playing.
Like in Exodus's case, I probably wouldn't have gone to the Sun Song Grave if I was playing, because I'm just like, oh, it's just one check, right? Like I everyone says rush your progression, so I'm like, I'll just gonna go to fire, get all this stuff done, and then try to remember it later. But I always forget things.
Yeah, Exodus is definitely doing a very good job of just like getting all the checks in the area he's at while he's there.
Like it's a really good mix of efficient routing and not leaving anything behind, like being thorough. And so we saw a small key beside the boss room. And we'll see what's in the bottom loop of the Fire Temple. Can you make the timer with only 4 hearts?
I think you need 5.
Yeah.
I think 5 is the bare minimum, and I don't think Exodus actually grabbed a fairy while he checked the first check.
I don't think he did either.
So he might have to, go back and get one. Because even with 5, you're like...
It's pretty tight.
Like, you kind of just want the fairy at 5 or less.
Yeah. If you're really smooth with your movements and know the... I think it's the glitchless route through the big lava room. There's a way to manipulate the camera so that the platforms will be in like the perfect spot for you to make it across when you come out of the left side room where the lake is. But it's also
a free shield.
Oh, free shield. All right.
Yeah, like even then, it's like
it's pretty tight.
Any slight mistake, you're just better off having the fairy.
Exactly. If you have the bottle, you might as well go grab a fairy, right?
Yeah, because you never know, like, even like going to Spirit or something and like an Iron Knuckle just happens to hit you at 4 hearts, you're dead. So
yeah. Yep. Yeah, so he's going for that fairy.
Yep. Question in chat: is it common in this rando for racers to overlap so much? I think it depends on
Mario. Oh no.
Well, it's unfortunate.
I would say that this is like kind of crazy that they're literally following each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally, you end up with like 2 or 3 decisions early on that really lead to a big divergence in how people route. But this one being fairly straightforward at this point, it makes sense for both these runners to be following along like they are. There hasn't been a crazy change, like difference in how they've routed. Like the only things I would say was Mario did Child Goron City,
and
Exodus hasn't, and that's kind of like the only things that they haven't really, that Mario's done that Exodus hasn't done.
Yeah, like the early game, you'll often see runners do a lot of similar things to get their songs. If it's Open Deku, to get that dungeon done. You know, your quick Sphere Zero, as we like to call, don't need any items to go get checks, and they'll overlap. But then, you know, maybe somebody will get a hint that the other person doesn't get, or an item the other person doesn't get, or just, you know, chooses to do something differently. But in this seed, we just happen to have like very basic hints and a very clear like route to just keep doing these dungeons. So they almost don't have decisions to make right now.
Yeah, it's almost like routing 101 here, like basic routing on display, kind of. Just because your hints were very basic in your Way of the Heroes, so you don't really have much to read into for those. And like Angle was saying, like there hasn't been a crazy hint that someone's got that the other runner hasn't, and there hasn't been a crazy item that the like one has over the other. So it's just come down to doing your early sphere checks, getting the same items as the other racer, and just following that and doing progression at this point.
And as you were saying earlier, fire, it is strength locked, so
oh yeah,
there should be one before this somewhere. Although maybe the second one is right here.
How very curious. No.
Well, don't need those because we already have the Dins.
Yep.
And yeah, I think Mario's regretting not having that heart container, burning his fairy already and everything.
Oh, Mr. Mario trying to do the I guess the glitchless jump, where you set up in such a way and you side hop and drop a bomb in the middle of the side hop, and then you turn 90 degrees and the bomb kind of pushes you off, and then you angle back and it kind of gives you a little bit of a jump as opposed to doing the ground jump. It saves a little bit of time, and it's swag as hell, but unfortunately didn't get it.
Yeah. Other interesting note, we're also hovers locked.
Oh, that was
we're out of keys.
Key. Oh.
Yeah, that was boss, and we didn't have any more smalls to go further.
So that is very interesting with fire, where strength 1 locked and hovers locked from meeting this.
So probably 0 incentive to go back up and check anything else. Likely dead up there.
Yeah, it would, like, if we're talking about gross locations, like you were saying earlier, Mirror Shield can literally be anywhere. It is like one of the few items that can almost literally be anywhere in the seed, depending on like what spirit locks. But there's so many locations, one-off locations, that it could just be.
Yeah,
it could be like up at the top of Fire Temple, and that is just an absolute worst case scenario.
That would be worse, because Shannock's even saying it, since we have to cross the desert to get, you know, our Requiem access, it's long shot locked, it's magic locked, His strength locked. Like,
It
it's almost every
blocks-
other item we need locked.
Yeah.
But yes, it is required. We do need to beat the Spirit Temple today.
And just like that, Exodus has taken down Volv. A really cool boss fight for the quick kill. It's really interesting. So as you see on Mr. Mario's side, Volv flies into that first hole. And I don't understand exactly how it works, but there's a lingering hitbox for Volv in that hole, in that one spot, in that corner. So you can place bombs and do damage to Volv while she's popping up, and you can stun her. So what the method here is you drop a bomb, you stun Volv, you go back, you drop 3 bombs, you stun Volv again, you drop 3 more bombs, and then 1 more stun, and then a jump slash will kill. And that really deals with an annoying fight that if you're just stunning and then doing more damage, and then she starts to fly around and then knock down boulders, and just makes it really annoying. But the quick kill kind of trivializes it, but it's a really cool technical kill.
Yeah, saves a lot of time. Helps you out when you don't have the tunic. Mr. Mario, though, with the death after the kill, I think there. So just losing again, just for not picking up that heart that would have taken 2 seconds.
Yeah,
has cost him several minutes now.
Yeah, that's feeling pretty bad. And I mean, it's really easy to tilt in these situations, especially when you know that there was like a heart container that you could have picked up really easily.
Yeah, I just the difference between 4 and 5 hearts and fire too is just like so huge. Oh
yeah, it just gives you that extra buffer.
Oh, it is Requiem here though.
So it is Requiem. So the forest access is across the wasteland.
So logically, we were supposed to cross, get our forest song to come back and get our Requiem in Adult Meadow, because logically we needed to bypass Mido without
Mario.
just jumping over him. Mario, yeah.
So with that, Exodus is going back Child.
Child Spirit, get your hovers and check Child Spirit.
Have a couple of cleanup things here. This Child is probably doing chew bowling.
Yeah, you can clean up bowling here. Potentially, you could go back into like Child Goron City Lost Woods, get that slingshot check. Especially if you Requiem and get Sarias, that would be like perfect to finish off Lost Woods, right?
Definitely, yeah. And this is also checking the Castle Fairy that Mario checked earlier. Yeah, okay, so he's doing Richard as well here.
Yeah, you can get Richard and Dompe Dig, so not getting the hint, not getting the fairy though.
That's a bit interesting.
I don't hate it. The fairy's very slow. I know runners like to skip it when you have, faster settings like this, so it's a reasonable gamble.
Yeah, definitely. Or save it until like you're going back adult. You just like walk. Oh, there's a bow on Richard all along. But yeah, I've also seen it just saved until you're just about to go back adult, because then just play Prelude out of there and save time walking out, or like trying to route it into a position where you could just warp away. Will save you the time on it.
Nothing in the market here.
Nope, nothing on chew bowling. Just another bow.
And you're right, he is doing what you said, route it at the end and then warp out.
Yeah. Makes sense. Save you some time. And
it makes sense. I just thought maybe he was going for Dompe Dig.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't have the time for it unless he scums away this or something, but
yeah, might not be considering Dompe digging yet, but could have been an option. But he knows he needs to go to Spirit, so probably be Spirit, and then I don't know from there. Like as adults, I guess like GTG is an option.
Yeah, Forest will be an option. Well,
Forest
I guess
is an option, but it's locked behind Long Shot and Magic.
Still out of logic, I guess.
Right?
Domain's dead.
Domain's dead, so
okay.
Was that?
What was that?
Was that Magic? Or no, or is that a wallet? Or like a slingshot? It looked like it had like
it almost looked like a bag or something.
Yeah. Like it looked like a bag with like a string, like a rope around the top. He looked at that so fast.
There is Saria's, so again, after Child Spirit, you could
oh yeah, that's
clear out woods.
I think that's a wallet.
It's either a wallet or the last bomb bag. But either way, we don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, or a slingshot bag. It looked like it wasn't important. So, Mr. Zebra, how many dungeons do they need to beat for this? These settings have it split with two different conditions. One is for the Rainbow Bridge to Ganon's Castle. That is locked behind the 3 spiritual stones. So in this seed, they had to beat DC, Shadow, and Spirit to be able to get into Ganon's Castle. And then the boss key for Ganon's boss key to get all the way up the tower to Ganon is locked on the vanilla light arrow cutscene, which is behind the Shadow and Spirit medallion, which in this seed is Deku and Fire Temple. So in this seed, they need to beat hard required 5 dungeons. The additional dungeons may be required based on either rewards in there or the songs behind them. But as we know right now, just those 5. But there could be some tricks hiding in the other dungeons that aren't hard required.
Yeah, so we've got our hovers on both sides, so the things we still need are 2 strengths for Spirit, as well as the Mirror Shield, and then a Magic for Shadow. Beyond that, Ganon will give us a hint that tells us where our light arrows are. So, not too much left.
Yeah, really not too much. And it's nice because at least they can rule out a Forest Temple isn't going to have your magic. With where Saria's song was.
And the only thing Ganon's could have is the lights at this point. Or something to lead to it.
Yep. So it kind of leaves you with I guess still quite a bit of overworld stuff left.
Overworld's almost becoming like well, Shadow, or Spirit has something else here. But this is Firelock, so what is this? The shield.
Of course. Mirror Shield is just always in Spirit Temple.
Always in Spirit. It is magic locked, but we don't really care yet.
Yeah. If we had 2 strengths at this point, then we would be like, okay.
We'd just be going back Adult Spirit.
Yeah. But we'd be like, okay, well, you know, magic's not going to be, I guess, on Twinrova. Like, there's not much that you can really glean from that Mirror Shield being magic locked. But I was gonna say, as they were climbing, I really like the play of climbing, obviously without any strengths. Oh, careful, Mario. Without any strengths to do adult side spirit, climbing as a child is just a really good idea.
Yeah, it's a required dungeon, so you know, get some more keys, maybe get an item out of it like we did.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to, with the chest size matches content setting, both runners are able to look at the hand at the very top and see that it wasn't anything we actually need. So they both bail on.
Yeah, you know, that's a peak I still need to learn.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just going to like the corner below near the arch, look up. Either you see a chest or you don't.
Oh, it's that easy?
Yeah, like if it's big, you'll see it. If it's not big, you're like, oh no,
shit, okay.
There.
I know that there was like a roll and a C up through the wall, like on the side where the hint is.
Oh yeah, I just go to the like far corner opposite of where the hand is.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like close to the arch, and just look up.
I guess with the chest appearance as well.
Mario, grab the heart.
What are you doing? With the chest appearance as well as the size, it helps to identify those. Like, is that a big chest? Is that a small chest from a further distance? Because you can see the gold trim.
The gold trim helps too.
I don't like it for the small keys. I liked the small gilded chest.
The gildeds were very easy to see. Yeah.
I've screwed that up a couple of times in like Fire Temple where I'm trying to like peek through the grates and like I don't want to release the Gorons because they deserve their
and it's
prison
hard
time.
to see with the little silver trim.
Yeah.
We finally have like an interesting divergence though.
Yeah, I am very actually kind of interested that Mario decided to stay child and
I'm a little more surprised that Exodus just went straight adult because he's the one who didn't do Child Goron. And I would have thought maybe like you clean up Child Goron and Lost Woods Wath at the same time.
You know,
right?
That's actually a really good point because they did just get Sarias.
That's what I'm saying. You got Sarias, so you could have just cleared out all of it with Child Goron too. You could have maybe done Child Lake River.
Yeah, that's actually a good point because it's like, what is? I guess this is Exodus going for GTG.
Yeah, I think it's because Field GTG, right?
Because you don't have like much else logically as adult.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, you know, Magic's not in Forest, at least the first one.
Yeah.
You know Ice is dead, so it would just be Fountain.
You can only get like 5 checks in Forest before you're strength locked as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's that's the gold scale needed.
No way.
All right, well, going adult pays out, but we still need one more.
Speaking of strength, and it shows up.
Okay, Wath Pack for scale, for gold scale.
That is hilarious. So is Miss Mario doing the more conventional stuff, as we were saying, cleaning up Child Lost Woods and maybe go, or no, Darunio was dead. We got a hint for that.
Yep.
Oh, it was nothing. All right.
Just hook shot then from Lost Woods. But still, it's like something out of your mind now of like, okay, my Way of the Hero that only gave me a hook shot is in fact just the hook shot.
Yeah. I guess with him still being here, yeah, he's gonna go to river.
Yeah, again, I think this is fine. More hints. Easy
Domain
checks.
and fountain are foolish.
And ice.
So the whole Zora area. This is actually really good then, because you're not wasting time like going into domain and doing the slow checks there. Mario can just go down river. I guess he won't, like, unless he decides to climb back up with a chicken, he might leave the open grotto behind.
Yeah.
This is pretty interesting for Exodus because, oh, well,
There's the other strength.
there's the other strength.
Okay, so
We've-
River's good call for Mario here.
We found 2 pieces of the puzzle on opposite runners.
Again, though, where's the magic to even get to Spirit, though?
I mean, at this point, it's like, it's gotta be in, like, GTG. Or, like, Hammer Rocks and
fire.
Valley.
No, wait, we
Deep
needed
fire.
hovers. We needed hovers.
which is magic locked. All right, so Mr. Mario is going to climb back up to get that.
Well, he's getting the strength, too, so...
Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm stupid. Disregard. I completely forgot. I thought he could grab the strength for some reason.
Yeah, so this... We'll see how this plays out, but now... You know, when Mr. Mario goes adult from this, right, he'll probably do field into GTG.
He'd probably clear out field, yeah.
But he'll get the strength, too, and just go Spirit.
Yeah.
And then, like, if magic is... If second
Magic
magic's
2?
in... Yeah, if second magic's in Spirit... Or even if it's not, like... You know, Exodus likely has to come back to River at some point.
Oh, there's a big chest in river.
Yeah.
Could this be it?
Oh,
No.
Tunic.
Oh, that would have been so useful for Mario. But yeah, this is kind of leading up to a pretty good sequence for Mr. Surely Central Pillar was
Central. Yeah, small key. Okay.
Small key and Central Pillar. Okay. But yeah, like you were saying, like this is a good sequence for Mario to go adult, do big pose, do the field, and while he's doing the field, he's going to get his strength too. And I would be shocked if he just didn't drop what he had and went to Spirit,
Same.
or finish field and then go to Spirit,
Yeah, absolutely.
because that's going to open you up to. It's a lot of checks in Spirit, even though it's magic locked. Like the second magic could just be there, so you might as well get the checks on the way.
Yeah, just
of your
beat the dungeon.
Yeah. And then
you could just reverse to GTG
exactly,
after.
and then you reverse into GTG. And I mean, if you find your magic there,
If magic's just like the first check at GTG, you just get out of doing, you know, most of GTG, right?
exactly. And at that point, it's your densest in logic location, I would say.
Yep.
Because you know you don't need to go back to Deep Fire, because of
Yeah, you know, Deep Fire and Forest are both magic locked.
Yep.
So
It's really just ruling out a lot of locations for you, and I mean, I like with that knowledge, it's probably just in GTG then, right?
what do we even have left that's not?
I guess maybe Child Lake, Adult Lake.
Well, we had the hint for Adult Lake. The
bean.
Yeah,
Is that the bean hint? Yeah,
that was like the double bean, but it could be the diving in the lab or the Child
gold
Lake.
scale again.
Yeah, gold scale again.
Gold scale for iron boots for magic and water.
We'll get Mario. He's finishing off Child Lake even.
Interesting. Oh, we got a big chest on top of the fortress.
The fourth bottle.
The last bottle. All right.
Yeah, this is why I'm a little surprised Exodus went, kind of aggressive here to push GTG with no strengths. Obviously found the one on the way to it, but like missing those items in particular.
Yeah.
And him being the one who didn't do Child Core on. So it's a little aggressive of a play.
Yeah, definitely. And then it's funny, you have Exodus being aggressive on rushing to GTG here. And then on the flip side, you have Mario, who is just...
He's being extra thorough.
Yeah, this is like a full clear child.
It's weird. See, I would have probably been like somewhere in between these two and like...
Yeah, exactly.
I'd have been like, okay, River gave me a strength. All right, now let's go adult.
Yeah. Like, it's like a combination of both of these, I feel, is like what I would have done too. Like, yeah, you get Saria's, so it's like, okay, I can confirm
the Lost Woods.
Yeah, without taking too much time, and then I have scale, and I can go right into River, and I know Domain is dead, and that's also the blessing of being the commentator. All the information.
Yep.
Well, we got a big chest here in GTG.
Okay, there's the long shot that we also knew we needed.
Yeah. Doesn't help us at all, really.
No,
I mean, maybe like shoot the sun.
I shoot the sun could be something. Yeah.
We know we need long shots across anyway, so like that's the logical implication here, but it could also be required.
It also could just make things a little bit easier in like Spirit and whatnot, but like Exodus is really looking for like the bailout third strength in here.
Yeah.
Or like magic and then shadow as the other.
Yeah. Big chest.
Yeah, another big one. I mean, it's likely magic is in here.
Yeah.
I think Mario might be playing unconventionally because of the deaths. I don't think Mario's doing anything out of the ordinary for him. Like, I'm sure he's unhappy that he died a couple times, but...
Yeah.
I don't think he's the kind of player who'd let it get it in his head.
I'd be curious to ask if he did change up how he was playing because of like some early game blunders, but yeah, like I don't think that Mario would change drastically in how he's routing and how he's playing.
Yeah, like again, like I think everything Mario's doing is pretty reasonable.
Double checking that hint. Being like, okay,
wait, Zora's what now? All of them?
Everywhere? Yeah, because like Mario clearing up the South Hyrule checks there, that saves him like it's maybe like marginally slower as child to check that as compared to as adult when you have Epona. But now he can just go, he can get big pose, and then he can check Tectite Grotto on the way to GTG. He doesn't have to divert.
And he just goes straight. Yeah, and he knows that he doesn't have to do anything in Adult Lake unless it's shoot the sun.
Yeah, and you're not going to consider that until you have long shot, probably.
All right, is this our magic? Yep.
Yep, there it is.
Almost had to be.
Pretty much. Like at this point, it was like shoot the sun, or
Or that.
I don't even know what else logically could have been.
20 skulls, right?
Oh yeah, 20 skulls.
So, okay, Exodus, gonna go Shadow.
So now as your EXO, you're really hoping that you get your strength 2 along the way here.
I think he needs it here because, I guess it depends on the order Mario does GTG.
Yeah, that's true.
If he gets a key and looks in the maze and just gets that, he's setting Pharaohs and leaving.
Yeah.
And he skips, 5 minutes of GTG.
Yeah, it's kind of tough too because the 2 lobby chests that are bow locked, they weren't small keys. Because at least for me, if I get a small key, I'm always gonna go into the maze and check to see the chests and then to get that one chest in the roof. So he might end up doing like the whole loop of GTG. Especially because he has strength. He'll have strength too.
Yeah, so then Exodus isn't going to lose any time, really, because, what does he have after Shadow River as his good play at that point? Or,
I mean, like, do you probably just do River as adult, and then if there's nothing there, go back Child, and you do your cleanup again, right?
Yeah.
Like, hope that you find it as adult to save yourself the age transition as well. Oh, MrMario.
That's true. You could do Forest. It would be
that is in logic now. That is true. Everything that they have for Forest is in logic.
But we don't have Minuet, so I think if you're thinking Forest, you go upriver to Forest from CAC.
Yeah, if you're coming out of the scale,
right? You just go upriver, check that, use your scale to go Forest. I guess you could Bolero, but like, why not check River?
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I think this is really close.
Yeah, this just got really interesting really quickly, and because Mario's going to be checking all of Spirit for magic.
Maybe.
That could be...
He knows it's not Magic 1 in here, so he might not go more than Boss Key.
True. I was just thinking that could give Exodus even more time for, like, if it's a nice go mode Spirit.
Yeah, it could. Again, like, Strength 3 could be in Shadow, or Magic 2 could be in Spirit, and that could
just flip it completely. It's all about where those...
Oh, there's the boss key. It is a very early Spirit.
Oh, shoot, it is.
That's really bad for Mario, actually. Because I think he at least would check, like, the main room and stuff.
Yeah.
But he already has 2 keys. It's like you only need one more small.
You only need to get one more small key, and then you're just rushing to the top. Now, does he do the hover boost? Oh, Mario, come on, you gotta learn it. Boo, that's boring. Just rolling off. Oh, yeah, Zora Tunic. Yeah, sorry, his object. No, I don't think he would be skipping anything.
The Spirit.
Unless this is Magic 2. Nope. Damn it. That would have been hilarious if it was just Magic 2 right there. Like, I could... Well, I don't know. I would say I could see Mario skipping stuff in Spirit, knowing that it's magic locked. But he is still looking for lights as well.
He is looking for both, but, like, you're gonna get the hint.
Yeah, and at that point, you'd be able to leave FW behind. Like, you have Requiem to get back here quicker. I don't know. Like, I could see both justifications for skipping everything here.
Yeah, I could see either.
Like, you get one more small key and you just go up to the top.
Well, there's the key, so decision time.
No.
Oh.
Fat fingering some some D-pad buttons. Yes, Arios. It is logically required for them to have crossed the wasteland to be able to get to Spirit in this seed. And crossing the wasteland, you logically need to have the lens and magic to follow the Poe. Now, both these runners are good enough and know the path to not need the Poe to guide the way, but it is in the logic to have to do that.
Yep, and it was kind of an extra wrench in this one in that you had to run out to get Saria's song, which then would give you the access to Adult Forest Meadow to get past Mido to the boomerang.
The third slingshot and the boomerang.
But you get Saria's to get past Mido to get Requiem to then go Spirit, Child Side, and get a key. And then beyond that, the Mirror Shield was on a check in Spirit that required fire, which requires magic. So
it's like, doubly magic locks.
There's multiple magic locks in here. Yeah, boomerang. Like, we still don't know where light arrows are, so you know they could be in Jabu.
Could just be a psych. They're in the fish,
or you know, this could be a strength 3 hunt of like deep fire versus the fish, or Shadow.
There is a lot of options for where this stuff can be, and it is terrifying every time you see a big chest now. Speaking of big chests.
All right, even more. The other magic. He doesn't have to go to GTG at all now.
Wow.
That's really big for him.
That's huge for Mr. Mario. And see, you know what? If he just rushed to the top, he would have been rewarded anyway.
Yeah.
You get the one small key.
But the other strikes in Shadow! So now Exodus doesn't have to do River.
We have a race. Oh my god, I can't believe that.
We absolutely have a race. And now it really depends on where the light arrows are.
That is absolutely insane.
I think it's still in Mario's favor because he will get that as strength 3 and he already has the letter. So, like, there's nowhere Ganondorf can tell him that he's going to be upset about.
Yeah, that is crazy that both of our runners hit glow mode with different items within like 30 seconds of each other.
Yeah.
And we still don't know who's like in the lead off of this.
We don't at all. Letter Kari was on Child Goron City.
Hot Rodder Goron.
Yeah, Hot Rodder. So, yeah, this is weird because Exodus is ahead right now because he's going to go mode Spirit and it's going to be faster.
Yep.
So Mario needs, you know, strength 3 or letter to be required.
Yeah, that's true. It kind of comes down to
If it's just in like Forest Temple, Exodus wins, I think. But
Yeah, because at this point it's a whole that's a whole Shadow Temple versus Spirit Temple, and Spirit is
he's go
gonna
moding
be
Spirit.
faster. Yeah,
Like we saw that boss key. Like maybe if the boss key had been late, it would have been closer that way. But
yeah, you have early boss key, and then one of the ZL locked checks in the main room was your third small key. So you just grab that and you go right to the top.
Yep.
Yeah, this is wild.
There's nothing else to say other than like this is rando for you. Like
Yeah,
both runners made reasonable choices.
and it's a go mode Shadow as well. You don't have to do the back.
Oh yeah. Well, do you set your Pharaohs down at least to just in case you're told the lights are back here? You put the Pharaohs.
Exodus isn't, unless he's going to put it in the next room.
I think he puts it here, right?
He still has it equipped.
You have to.
You got it.
okay.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
You can't. You don't want to waste 5 more minutes riding that boat.
The absolute pair on Exodus if he didn't set FW there. Like, just, no, I'm not coming back.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's so bad for Mario. He's gonna love it right now, but like,
oh no, that's the worst
GG.
case scenario. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate.
that's rando for you.
My boy, Mr. Mario, no. It's fine. He'll just win the in-person event. Oh. Yeah, that's crazy. It just comes down to the one item placement for the light arrows at the end of the day. I mean, obviously, you can nitpick routing throughout the entire seed. I don't think either of them did anything too crazy. Like, the only thing I could the only thing I could think was maybe a bit questionable was how much Mr. Mario did in cleanup.
Yeah,
but
maybe
then on
he
the flip
extended
side,
the child a little long, but
then on the flip side, like Exodus went pretty aggressive, leaving a lot of those child checks behind. So, you know, an item or two here or there makes all the difference, really.
yeah, because again, you know, the strength in the river, the letter and Child Goron could have easily been needed, and then Exodus would have been, you know, running around gambling on what check to find one of them on. But
yeah, exactly.
yeah, just kind of nuts how much the seed was willing to just hand out. Just like, here's the other magic, here's the other strength.
And it kind of felt like, at least early on, like maybe the first like 20, 30 minutes, kind of felt pretty bare. Like, they didn't have too much.
Yeah, we were like, oh, how many chews are we gonna have to scum around?
Yeah, exactly. And then you do bottom of the well and you get like 3 required items, and hammer was like the biggest one there, which saves a lot of headache when you're trying to find a bomb bag as well.
Yeah, again, like another kind of I don't want to say bailout for Exodus because he's played so well, but like you know, he was very low on chews when he gets the hammer, and he didn't have the Valley hint for the other bomb bag at the time.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I agree. Like, I don't like saying, like, you know, a lot of things where, like, they were bailed out because it was completely reasonable what he was doing. It wasn't, like, gambling or anything like that.
Yep.
It was just a little fortuitous of the placements, but still, like, I mean, you have 4 chews. You kind of just gotta hope that you find, you know,
yeah,
something to keep you going. And you're following Way of the Heroes, so like chances are you'll find a bomb bag like early on. So, yeah, it was just on the flip side of it, like the bomb bag could have been absolutely huge for Mario if that hammer wasn't there, right?
Yeah, if the only other bomb bag was
that Valley one.
Yeah, that could have been a huge time loss for Exodus.
Okay, so I'm curious that Exodus didn't check the ZL locked check at the top of Spirit here. Just because you run past it.
I mean, I guess it's like 30 seconds to play the song and go in, right?
Yeah, I mean, it saves them time in this case. I just thought it would be funny if he found the second magic. Because then I wonder if he starts to sweat and be like, oh, I did like all of GTG for nothing.
Yeah.
And I could have come out here out of logic and gotten rewarded, but that trick doesn't work when you have Big Goron Sword.
But,
Beef, like I hate saying that someone's out of the race, but
it's the brutal honesty.
It's in this case, unless like Exodus dies like 20 times on Ganon. Unfortunately, Mario just has too much time left for finishing Shadow compared to Exodus already coming into the boss on Spirit.
Yeah, the Shadow Temple's just a longer dungeon.
Yeah.
No matter how good you are of a runner, it's just going to take longer than beating Spirit. But like, again, this was a best of 3 match. This is the 3rd game, so each runner already had a win near their belts to show you just how good, you know, and evenly matched they both are.
Exodus will get the light arrows off of Twinrova. They were just on the boss, so he'll see them and he'll be in go mode.
Can't miss them here.
Yeah, the length of the dungeons it's too great a difference that even the best execution wouldn't be able to make it up in this case. You can only make a dungeon go so fast off your own skill. It's a little faster than normal because Mario won't have to do the back because of the key placement, but that won't be enough. Yeah, exactly. I guess we could have said maybe Twin Rova trolls, but looks like Exodus had a fairly clean phase 1 there.
Yeah, I mean, Twin Rova can only troll you for so long. But, I mean, Exodus has just had clean fight after clean fight here.
Yep.
And now he's going to see those light arrows, and, you know, I don't know if he's going to be, like, excited that, you know, he's playing well, or be nervous that maybe Mario somehow slightly faster.
Excited, nervous, just wishing that the other person would dot done.
I don't think you're wishing the other person would dot done when you're this close to the finals, but...
No, not in a seed like this. In some of the like 3-hour slogs.
Yeah.
Even if you're fighting for the finals, I feel like I'd be like, just please put me out of my misery.
I don't think either runner feels behind or ahead in this one, honestly. They've both, like, you know, found everything they needed in, you know, pretty much a timely fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And they both skipped opening the other chests that would have revealed the opposite
other
items.
person's, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, they don't know the other magic is in Spirit for Exodus' case, and Mario doesn't know that's the other strengths right here in Shadow.
Yeah, it's... I mean, I hate asking people if they felt behind, because it's... Unless you made, like, an extremely, like, gross error in routing, it's hard to say if you're behind. Like, but it's also very easy to say that I feel behind because the other player could have just absolutely god routed the seed, right?
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, maybe Mario's like, well, I did, you know, die in fire, so that's
yeah,
a little feels bad. But other than that, it's like Ela's saying, like, you don't know what you didn't find, so like you don't know these other items are there. You're thinking, I got what I needed, I did the correct route.
Yeah. And both of them got them in a fairly timely manner too, right? Like,
yeah.
So I wouldn't be feeling like extremely behind. I think in a seed like this, you'd be feeling like it's going to be a couple minute difference, whoever wins.
Yeah.
Because I think you can justify your play to a reasonable extent that the other person would have done it as well. It's just, when did they get around to it, right?
Yeah, and like there wasn't any crazy hint. Like nobody found a good hint early, or nobody like did something, you know,
no one
weird
went into
routing.
No one went into like Light Medallion Jabu gambling for something and
got paid out
and getting paid out. So this is a very I would say a very classic routing seed. All of their decisions made sense, and it just came down to the order of how they did it, and the also like the key placement too. Like Spirit was go mode, Shadow was go mode. Like you didn't have to go into the back at all, and having Spirit as your go mode dungeon. Or glow mode, I guess, in Exodus's case, because he didn't know where the light arrows were. But having Spirit over Shadow as go mode can save so much more time, you know?
Yeah. We got the easy Ganondorf because we got that big sword. No problems.
Yep.
So
This is how I feel like all my races go, is I'm going into Ganons as someone is just getting onto Ganondorf. And it's like, this isn't a crazy time difference either. Like, it's maybe 3-4 minutes difference between the two.
yeah, it's
Maybe 5 minutes. But
yeah, it just comes down to Exodus. I guess was a little more aggressive and it worked out in the end.
But it's gonna be like, I can't believe these these semifinals matches. Yep, what the hell's happened with versus Ecola and Mr. Mario versus Exodus? Like, this is probably like the best of the best. Like currently playing, I would say, in like the rando community, the top 4.
They're certainly, up there. I would say there's some others that.
Yeah.
I know. Give the shout out to Karios for winning past season, and then some unluck in the earlier goings of this tournament. But
yeah, that's true. Like, definitely up there with some of the best runners. But for this tournament, like these 4 are just. It's just awesome to watch these guys play, like how clean they route, how well they can execute. And it seems like the matches are always close too between these top level runners.
Yeah, and there we have it. GG's for Exodus. Moving on to the finals.
Exodus moving on, fighting for that grand prize money. Does top 4 get a cut?
Top 8 got a cut.
Oh, top 8 got
what? I know this because I got a cut.
What? I should have called in sick a couple of days to play in the tournament.
So, yeah, Mr. Mario, unfortunately, the tournament here ends for him, but he does get some prize money as well. And there is the in-person tournament coming up at the end of October, too. So, more chances to get to the end, win more.
Definitely. Mr. Mario can take everyone's lunch money in person. Yeah, the in-person event I think is going to be pretty hype. I don't know if Exodus is going to be there, but
I know we're going to have some good runners there.
There's definitely he ain't taking your money. There's definitely going to be a lot of good runners there, and haven't had an in-person event. I mean, I haven't been to one at all, so this will be my first time going. But from what I've heard, they're pretty exciting. And we are joined by the one and only Exodus, one of your finalists. GG.
Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
So how are you feeling after that?
Well, I feel amazing, obviously. Really glad.
I think there's something we want to say first. Maybe you caught it on the restream after finishing, but did you see where the other magic is and the other strength?
Yeah, I heard that there was a magic and spirit on the restream. I don't know where the other strength is though.
The other strength is in the river.
Oh yeah, okay.
It turned out to be kind of the big difference in this race. To catch you up, is like after like DC Fire, getting all your progression done, you guys had like kind of some choices on where to go for the strengths and the magic. You pushed Adult, got the one in Field into GTG and that magic, but Mr. Mario cleaned up Child side, opting to like finish off Lost Woods Way of the Hero, do River, stuff like that. He got the strength in River, and we were like, oh, wow, But then, you get the magic in GTG, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And
We're
then,
like, okay, this is like, at first we're like, this is in Mr. Mario's favor because surely after he finishes Child Cleanup, he's gonna get that strength in Tektite Grotto. And then you were in GTG and you found the magic, and we're like, oh, this just might have swung in Exodus's favor with being able to get Shadow done now. And as both of you were in opposite dungeons, Mr. Mario was in Spirit, you were in Shadow. We were like, now I wonder where the second magic and the third strength is. And
surprise, you both found them.
within like 30 seconds, you guys picked up your glow mode, which was like the opposite of each other. And it was just like, oh my goodness, like now we have a race. Like what, where this all
lights
comes down to light arrows.
We're like, does this benefit Mr. Mario? Because he knows he's going to get the third strength possibly. And he also had the letter from Child Goron, which like maybe if the Rang and Jabu came into play, he had like everything covered, and then the lights were just on Rova.
Yeah. And GG's, Mr. Mario.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
So how do you feel about that race, Mr. Mario?
Too close for comfort.
Yeah.
So when I was on Bongo, I was like, yeah, this is going to be another one where it's like the winner only wins by less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like that's how these last 3 races have gone between you two.
Yep.
Some pretty close matches.
Yeah, again, like we were saying all stream, like it really just came down to the rando doing its thing, because both of your routes, we thought were fine. You made those split decisions, looking for the 2 strengths and the magic, and then it just slightly went into Exodus's favor by like where the third strength was, where the second magic was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little.
Shot was also in GTG.
Yeah,
Yeah,
long shot was GTG.
Yeah,
That makes
it's
sense.
in the Wolfos chest.
Because it had to be before, like,
The crossing. Yep.
Yeah.
before crossing, not before magic. Oh god, I should have realized that you need magic for crossing, so magic could only be in a handful of places, and I should have rushed GTG instead of Child, but whatever. It worked out anyways.
I mean, I think
the magic in BK chess. I'm like, oh well, this is glow mode, but it's not in logic at all.
Yeah.
And then lights on Rover. I'm like, well, shoot.
Yeah, we were like, I was wondering with like you go into spirits, knowing that it's magic locked because you had to cross to be able to get forest access, to get Requiem, to get the key on Child Side and the hover boots, obviously. Yeah. I was wondering, does Mario just go mode spirit because you're not going to find your first magic? And then
Magic 2 isn't always in Shadow Temple.
No, I know, exactly, right? But it's funny because I don't want to be like I was right, but in this case, if you just ended up just go moding spirit and checking the top chests, it would have been. But I was like, you're still looking for magic and light arrows, so I mean, spirit is always a good option for checks.
Exactly.
So it totally made sense. It was just really funny that you got your second, or you got your magic, and we know it's second magic, and then Exodus found his strength too, like 30-40 seconds after that. And we're just like, oh shit, what's gonna happen?
Like, yeah, of course. What were all the big chests in Shadow, by the way? There were like 6 of them.
Well, there was the strength. There was also the boomerang.
Oh my god.
I think we had a Zora tunic in one of them.
Yeah, there was a Zora tunic. Was there a 4th bottle in there as well? Or am I
Fourth
thinking?
bottle was somewhere. It might have been Shadow.
I don't know. There was so many big chests.
Yeah.
I walked past all of them.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
But
Exodus, did you feel like you might have got bailed out with the hammer in bottom of the well? You were coming down to like 3 or 4 chews left. Did that? How did it feel getting that hammer? Or were you concerned?
Yeah, I was definitely glad to see it, but I was expecting to get some kind of explosive or thing like that in well, because it was Way the Hero, and I didn't have any logical explosive or hammer at that point. I was kind of expecting that kind of thing. But
So
it obviously felt good.
The funny thing too is there was a hint at the
I was just
castle
gonna
one
ask if you
hint.
got that hint.
Yeah, so the castle one hint above where Malin is was a dual hint for the valley, and
Yeah,
a bomb bag
that
was
later.
there. Oh, okay.
yeah, Mario got it really early, and we were like, "Oh, okay, that's gross. We don't want to go out there." But then
I'm glad I didn't waste my time.
yeah, exactly. Then you save quit, and then you went down into the maze in Goron City and got the other bomb bag. We were like, "Okay, that's huge. You know, you don't have to waste time." We're like, "Okay, what's Exodus gonna do?" Because Exodus, you were starting to get low on the bomb chews. You were like down to like 4, which is exactly enough for the maze. And we're like, are you gonna get that? Are you gonna, be out of chews? And then the hammer's just there in the well. And we're like, okay, well, doesn't matter now because you just go adult and get it.
Yeah, shoutouts to Zora's Domain, Zora's Fountain, and Ice Cavern. All
Yes.
foolish.
Yeah.
In case you had any inkling of going out that way, nope.
But then Zora's River, of course, has the strength, so...
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was really interesting to watch because while there was like some minor differences, up until you guys finished Fire, you were like neck and neck the entire way. Like you were doing exactly the same checks. And
then I died in Fire
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
I wasn't
gonna say anything.
There was a free
that
heart.
was so stupid.
Do you regret not picking up that heart container above DC? No. I like it. Stick to your guns. But
no, I just
that
need
was
to be better. That's all.
that was just unfortunate, yeah. But yeah, no, it was really funny watching up until after Fire because you guys were doing like exactly the same things. And then it was just like this massive, well, not quite, it was until Child Spirit, but it was like massive divergent at that point where it felt Exodus went a little bit more aggressive going back adult and pushing towards GTG.
Yeah.
While you were doing a little bit more of the thorough child cleanup with Saria's cleaning up a Lost Woods Way of the Hero because, there could have been something else there, right?
Yep.
But it's just goes to show that the rando does not care.
Yeah.
But
Fun seat.
it was a great race to watch.
Yeah, great set of races, great match all together. Sorry it ends for you here, Mario, but like you're still on the money. And are you looking forward to the in-person tournament?
Oh, absolutely. I'm so ready to steal Zephyr's lunch money.
What? Come on, man.
But no, yeah, that'll be really fun. Looking forward to it. And good luck in the rest of the tournament, Exo.
Thank you.
Yeah, EXO, congrats on getting to the finals. Is there an opponent you'd rather see, or like they're both crazy good? And
Yeah, they're both so good. I'm fine facing either of them. It'll be tough though.
All right. Any other thoughts from our runners tonight, or?
Nah, none for me. Thanks for the restream.
Yeah, thanks to my co-commentators, Zephyr. Thanks to the trackers, everybody watching. Our runners, give everyone a follow.
Yeah, thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for putting on such a good show, Mr. Mario and Exodus. It'll be you guys gonna get up early tomorrow to watch what the hell's and Equala?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning that's match 3, right? Game 3
Yeah.
for them. So again, another decider race. And looks like Star says it'll be on SG main tomorrow morning, so and exactly should be another great matchup. It's so tough to like guess who's gonna move on.
You never know. Like even with this one, it was so close. If one of those items was, not where it was, it could have swung either way so easily. Like
Yeah.
That's why we love Rando.
Me.
And hate it. And we keep coming back for more. Salty run back?
No.
No. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for watching and competing. Good luck in the finals, Exodus.
Thanks.
And I will make sure I have my lunch money ready, Mr. Mario.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.